I hated my nose growing up, and this is what happened to me. I was in primary school, we were playing softball, and it was my turn to bat. The pitcher throws the ball, and within split seconds, I just see this whole thing playing out before my eyes. Softball, which is not soft, by the way, comes flying towards my face and hits me in my nose, and the next thing I know, there's just blood everywhere. It's this whole scene. Before that happened, I already had this complex about my nose, thinking it was too long, too big for my face. You know, especially on a side profile, like I had this complex about it. This whole experience just really scarred me, and if I didn't already have a complex about my nose before that experience, I remember thinking, damn, I've got this bump on my nose, that looks ridiculous, and you know, I just for so long and thought I wanted to get a nose job. And literally it took me years before I could actually see myself, especially on a side profile, because I had this image of my nose being so much bigger and so much worse than what it was, and I thought that in my head, but in reality it really wasn't that bad. That's the power of the self-image right there. But back then I didn't know about it, and it wasn't until my personal development journey and I came across this really great book called Psycho-cybernetics by Maxwell. Waltz. He was a surgeon, and there was a pattern that he started to recognize. Some patients after their surgery would have this new lease on life, and they would be this new person, versus other people who after a physical transformation would still not love themselves or not see how they had changed, because they were still viewing themselves as a past version, and they had this old paradigm that they still believed true for themselves. And started to understand that the importance of having a self-image that is adequate really is either going to help or hinder you. Looking back on my experiences now, going back full circle, as this picture of my nose being so much worse than what it was, if I was to have had a nose job back then, I don't think I would have had a good outcome, and I wouldn't have been any happier. I just wanted to share this story and just how important our self-image really is. Definitely go pick up a copy of the book if this has piqued your interest in it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you soon.